Now to Capitol Hill and a combative hearing today for Attorney General Pam Bondi over her handling of the Epstein files. At one point, Bondi was asked to turn and apologize to a group of Epstein survivors in the room. The Attorney General defended the DOJ's actions. Here's ABC's Christian Cordero.
Today, Attorney General Pam Bondi confronting a new wave of criticism over the release of the Epstein files.
You're running a massive Epstein cover-up right out of the Department of Justice.
For days, Democrats on Capitol Hill have accused the Department of Justice of doing a sloppy job, scrutinized which names the DOJ chose to redact in its latest release, and have asserted its leadership is not effectively bringing justice to the Jeffrey Epstein survivors. Some of those survivors in the House Judiciary hearing room today.
Will you turn to them now and apologize for what your Department of Justice has put them through with the absolutely unacceptable release of the Epstein files and their information?
Merrick Garland sat in this chair twice.
Attorney General Bondi,
No, can I finish my answer?
No, I'm going to reclaim my time because I asked you a specific question.
For the first time this week, lawmakers were allowed to view unredacted versions of the files on computers at the DOJ. Several accused the department of redacting names or details that should have been made public and instead exposing some of the victims' names and other private information.
Abandoning victims and coddling perpetrators is what you do best.
Bondi has maintained the department is working with transparency in releasing its latest 3 million page plus batch of files.
I want to take a moment to acknowledge the Epstein survivors who are here today. I'm a career prosecutor, and despite what the ranking member said, I have spent my entire career fighting for victims.
And Christian joins me now for more on this. Christian, what else are we hearing from Epstein survivors today?
That group of Epstein survivors that you saw inside that hearing today also spoke outside on the Capitol grounds and really had sharp words for the administration, for the DOJ, and for the Attorney General herself, and in saying that the department has failed them, and specifically really two lanes of thought here. One is what you heard throughout that piece from lawmakers pointing to the mistakes that were made, at the very least, from those unredacted, or from the redacted files rather, but then lacking some redactions of sensitive personal information from some victims who hadn't been identified previously. And then also for the so far lack of accountability. Remember, Alex, there's only one person who's serving prison time right now, and it's co-conspirator and convicted sex offender Ghislaine Maxwell. And so there are a lot of questions, a lot of calls for transparency, and the Attorney General today defended the administration, saying that they're doing just that.
Yeah, very interesting. A lot of fireworks today on Capitol Hill. Christian Cordero for us. Thank you so much.
Yeah.